Good morning. It's August 12th, 2025. We're here with Solid Waste Supervisor Mike, and he's gonna run us through the agenda. First off, we have minutes to approve. We've got minutes of June 10th, 2025 and July 8th, 2025. Gentlemen, if either you want to make a motion to approve.
I will make a motion to approve the June 10th minutes. We gotta do them separate, or can I do them both?
Do this at the same
And the
time.
July 8th minutes,
All right, we have a
2025.
motion, we have a second. Okay, any other discussion on any of that? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, all right, unanimous, very good. All right, Mike, manager's report.
All right, no injuries. We'll just keep it that way.
That's good.
Everybody's been doing good, including me. Total, we recycled oil, 850 gallons of oil cost us $425 in recycling costs. Cardboard, we did not 876 tons, we did 8.76 tons. And we did 0 tons of paper, 0.49 tons of aluminum. Aluminum is skyrocketing on.
Price?
Yeah, we're getting pretty good price for aluminum.
Nice.
0 tons of tin and batteries, that's another one, $403.41 for a pallet.
For a pallet? Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it's about double what we used to get. Brush disposal, we did 53.91 tons, cost us $1,663.43. And then our revenue and monthly revenue, Whitehall did our lowest revenue I think I've ever seen. But it just, I don't know, just sometimes it happens that way. Maybe too many people taking vacation. They did $782 last month. Montana City did $1,653. Boulder did $1,596. Jefferson City did $154. There's not as much construction as there has been in the past. And Clancy did $264, and Basic did a whopping $83. And then the office did $974 in new construction permits and second.
That's pretty good this time of year. For
Yeah,
that.
about right, yeah. Yeah, we have quite a few. It's surprising how much new homes are still going in all over the place.
And you're catching those guys they're coming down to dump and they don't have a permit?
They come down, they don't have a permit, so we do is we prorate, like through October. So if they come in June, we prorate from 1st of June to October, and we bill them for that, and then we add it to the taxes, the solid waste assessment fee to the taxes for the November taxes that go out. In fact, they're a little slow this year. Usually I already have them from Department of Revenue, the list from them, which is usually about 200 people. And I gotta go check them and make sure, and also commercial, how much they're doing, because I usually call it'd be Republic now, but Tri-County, and they tell me what size cans and how many times they pick up, and that's how I calculate how much garbage they're producing per year. So that tells me how many solid waste to add to the commercial. And then we had to pay the Butte Silver Bow for Elk Park. But then Julio just gave me 8 people that's up there he's been picking up trash for that needs to come off that list. So I'm hoping they can give us a refund for the 8 people, but we'll see if they do or not this year.
We're still paying Silver Bowl less than we're charging for a permit.
No,
No,
we pay them exactly what we pay in solid waste fees.
really?
Yeah.
Cause the claim we did the other day was less than $100, I thought, per resident.
No, it was 100, it's 149 for all
Was
the
it?
residents, yeah. 149.69, the old rate.
I'll have to look at that again. I thought it was less.
No, we're paying them what our solid waste fee rate is for each person up there, and that's why it took me, figuring it all out. Now, I cut them off. They gotta make a choice. Either they use our sites or they use Butte Silver Bow.
Right.
Because if they're using both, we're paying for it, and then we're paying for it again.
We're paying
So,
both of them.
yeah, and I've had 2 people that have come off their list,
Mhm.
but these other 8, Julio picks up, so they're gonna have to come off the list. And then,
You think that the pickup outfit from Butte would be more efficient than driving all the way from I guess he goes to Basin and probably Bernice.
Yeah,
Going all
well,
the way to Elk Park.
it is Julio who picks up in Elk Park.
That's crazy.
You know, 8 people all the way up there.
Not making much on that deal.
No, no, he's not. So anyways, yeah, it's kind of crazy to go that far out. What was the other thing I had happen this week? Oh, I'll go back to it. So I don't have the year-to-date totals because the year-to-date totals is last month's.
Same numbers as on the front sheet. huh?
Yeah. And then, we hauled 467.78 tons of garbage. All of Jefferson County with McGree, Tri-County and Julio, we did 687.85 tons of garbage.
That number just amazes me.
Yeah,
Every time.
I know it's a lot of
Like-
garbage. We haul a lot of garbage. And, yeah,
How many tons can you use your box usually?
about 4 tons a
About
box.
4 tons.
Hmm.
How about the compacted ones?
They're usually about 7.
Almost double, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
almost double.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah, the compactors, I don't even know how we could keep up with Whitehall if we didn't have
Yeah.
compactors. There's just no way.
Hmm.
But, then the junk, then we had minor repairs on the trucks and trailers, mostly the trucks. We had a few little oil leaks here and there. Just normal wear and tear on parts, steering column and stuff like that. The junk vehicle did crazy. We did 9 vehicles. I just did one the other day before, right at the end, so I didn't get that on there. We did 9 vehicles for the month of July. I guess that's one of the most we've ever had.
Really?
Yeah, that's what I talked to. Junk vehicle program for DEQ. We paid out $1,775 to towing. So yeah, I couldn't believe it. They down in Yellowstone or Dover in Yellowstone, they do 50 a month. Wow. You have 2 people running that program full time.
Keep going, we're gonna buy a tow truck.
Yeah, no, I don't wanna go that far. We'll pass. I'll just let somebody else tow it. It's a lot easier. Yeah, and then I found out a few of the rules had changed that Megan probably didn't know about, and that he let me know when he sent me a thumb drive about all the new laws that have changed. So we're not supposed to take abandoned vehicles. They are, because the county be liable for them.
Oh, gotcha.
So we have some abandoned vehicles in there. One just got released this last month too. But he said, don't ever do that.
Do the people that come claim their vehicle pay that towing expense?
Yep, they paid back, the bank paid back the towing expense, and then I had DEQ send me a letter to have the bank sign that we were held harmless, hold harmless thing. So at least, but he says, don't do that again. He says, just call any abandoned vehicles, call them and let them deal with it through the sheriff's department and the Forest Service, law enforcement. No,
So what do we do then? Is it like if I own a vehicle and it's been sitting on my property
Well-
for 20 years?
well, that one you can sign off on. You can release it to me as a junk vehicle. And I think once everything kind of settles down this winter, what I was gonna do is I was gonna put an ad in the paper and try to advertise it a little bit, that the we take junk vehicles, cause I don't think it's been advertised.
I don't think so ever.
And so if we advertise it, I think we can probably get some more coming in. It's not a hard program to run. It's actually fairly easy. You just gotta keep up with the paperwork.
Yeah.
Sure. So. But it's
So
actually.
what's the difference between, is there a type of vehicle in between abandoned and I own it? What's in between?
No.
Those are the only two?
If somebody abandoned a vehicle on your property and it's been so many years, you can sign off on it.
Okay.
But it's an abandoned vehicle on the side of a road. Like on the interstate or on the highway, or somebody just abandoned it on the road and the sheriff's department calls. And they say, we got an abandoned vehicle, you need to come out, and I'll have to call DEQ, and then DEQ goes and does that. And it's kind of like going back to your person out in Whitehall, I need to call enforcement. I didn't know, so I was under the understanding that they do take care of it, but we're supposed to send a letter to them first, tell them they have to either fence it or get rid of them. And then, but I think it's already beyond my My desk,
40.
because it's already, because they already took it over, so I gotta follow up and make sure they took it over, and if they didn't, then I'll send a letter to them. Saying they have to fence it, or, cause it's kinda like a junkyard. Yeah, you have over a certain amount of vehicles, it's considered a junkyard, then you have to fence it.
Like 12 or something, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like that, 10, 12.
I think it's 12. Well, yeah, I learned a little bit in the last couple of weeks about
Yeah.
vehicles,
Well, that's good.
so.
Yeah.
Hopefully, yeah, if we advertise it out, that might spur some people to get some junk out of their driveways and.
Maybe. Yeah. Yeah, but if they're on their own property. And they have less than 12, you can't make them, like, we got one in Clancy that people wanted out of there, but. They're on his own property and you can't. He won't release them, so until he passes. They're there.
Megan and I dealt with that for a lot of years.
Did you?
Yeah, we even towed them once,
Did you?
cause they weren't licensed and they didn't run.
Yeah,
Is
They
that the
licensed
one
them
right
all
by
and
the-
put them back.
Is
yeah,
that the one right by the church there?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Aren't they in the easement or in the right? of
No,
way?
they're actually, I think they're on his property. They're
Yeah.
right on the edge of his property.
And as long as they're licensed, then
Yeah, there's nothing
There's
you can
nothing
do
you
about
can
it.
do.
Yeah. We tried. Yeah. Yeah, she gave me the update on that, and then so did DEQ, because he remembered it for some reason, he gave me some examples of a few things. And then the only other thing I have here is I have John Brewer. He wants to have his rate cut, no back. Um. Reimbursement, rate cut to a half rate. And I did drive up there, and it is quite a ways back. If somebody were to buy that, I would increase it back to a full rate because if they were to live there year round. Because they stopped plowing about probably a mile before his house. But if somebody lived there, they could plow all the way to the house.
Hmm.
But I do know this guy does not live here. He isn't out of state.
Where's the cabin at?
It's quite a ways up high or you go up high
Oh,
or,
Iowa.
yeah,
Okay.
you go. There's some people that do live up there, but they don't plow that far. I think you'd have to private plow it. Couple miles. So I don't have a problem with doing a half rate, cause I could catch it if somebody called and wanted a permit, if he ever sold it.
Sounds good. Any other questions on this one, guys, this adjustment? No. Do I have a motion to accept this reduction?
I'll go ahead and make the motion to go ahead and accept this reduction as stated.
Okay, do I got a second?
second,
Any other discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, all right. Unanimous. We can go ahead and reduce that one, Mike.
Okay, and then I got one more thing I was gonna talk about to you guys. So I've been looking into a few things, like I have to get a snowplow blade for the new truck. And I've been talking to people about the new truck, new hook truck. Well, I've never dealt with them, but I've been getting information about it, Sourcewell. Have you guys heard about Sourcewell?
Yeah.
So we're on this, so we have an account through Sourcewell. So what Sourcewell is, I think they've already done all the bidding process for us. So they give us people that we use that give us the discount, the bidding RFPs and the bidding process.
so like, just like the state, yep.
Yeah, so, I mean, and most everybody we deal with has on Sourcewell. So I have a plow I have to get for the blade for that truck. They're a little pricey.
There's been,
Yeah, 25% off, and it comes to $12,473.
Is it a snow dog or?
Yeah, no, it's a Boss. Because Boss is on the Sourcewell and Snow Dog isn't.
Check with Snow Dog, it's good a price.
Yeah, I did, and they're with the 25%, it's just almost exactly the same.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
So you have to decide which one you like better than if they're the same price.
I think though, well, the Boss has the down pressure. Snow Dog doesn't have down
Oh,
pressure.
It's just gravity.
Yeah, it's just gravity. And that's one thing that would help us at Montana City. I'm just deciding whether we we're going to do it now or wait. But it takes a couple months to get it.
Gonna say, if you don't do it now, you're not gonna have it when it's
I
snowing.
know.
I know. The way this year's going, snow's gonna fly next month.
I think so. I think we've had a hot summer. I think we're gonna have early snow.
Did you
Maybe
do
not.
an overview of your budget with Ginger, see how you came out at the end of the year, if you're,
I'm okay. I mean, I'm in the hole a little bit, but I'm not as bad as what I thought I'd be. But
cause that'll tell you, I mean, 12
And-
grand is a drop in the bucket.
yeah, I know. And then, I have to go over, I've noticed a lot of things with Ginger on the revenue side. I have a lot of questions on it because things were not quite right. Like,
Not put in there right, huh?
yeah, they're kind of off. Then I think it's because of I mean, just the certain things it's mostly on the site revenue. I noticed my one revenue is fine, but like, I think what they did is they just put generic numbers in there. But that's not the actual numbers of the revenue.
Hmm.
And so I gotta make sure it's right, cause if that's the case, then I'm only actually probably about this last year, I calculate only about 20-some thousand on the whole
That's not bad.
compared to 80. So I was waiting for Ginger to get back, cause we need to go over the revenue side of my budget. On the sites, what I project, and then I have questions about what we did and where the money went. Cause it doesn't show it in there.
We may have to change your budget anyway, since we upped your revenue.
Yeah.
Before we passed the budget, cause we passed the budget before I
Yeah.
don't think we considered that when we did your budget, did we?
No, we didn't.
We didn't at all.
So we may have to change that before we pass we don't have to do an amendment for in between right now, do we? I think we can change
I
it
don't
all the
think
way
so.
up
We
till
can-
we
I
pass
think
the
we can change it.
final
Oh,
budget.
yeah, you haven't adopted the final budget. Should probably
Yeah.
get on the agenda at some point.
Yes, they need to change what the rate will be for next year then.
So yeah, you're gonna have new revenue, so we're gonna change your expenses side.
I'll go out and talk to Ginger. I need to set up a time with her and Francis to talk about some of that stuff, and then I'll tell her we need to also change that, so you guys get the new budget.
Yeah, she should be able to calculate out you already know what your
Yeah.
revenues will be, so we'll just have to change your revenues and then your expenses to match that.
Yeah. And then, like I said, I'm hoping to get a pretty big load of steel. I'm
Yeah.
still holding
Just
on
still
to it.
piling
You like
out
it?
there? Oh,
Like that
yeah.
pile?
Probably see it from here if I went out and looked, huh?
You might. I'm hoping to use that as a down payment. So that would be a nice way to do a down payment on a truck.
Yeah,
So, and I know it definitely would pay for that,
yeah, yeah, for sure.
cause I'm probably gonna get about 40-50,000 off that steel pile.
Mhm.
Maybe even more. I'm just kind of going with what the rates used to be with the size of that pile. If I went with the rates were before with the size of the pile, I'd probably get about 40, maybe 45, and with how much steel's going for, I might get up to 60s. I'm hoping for.
How much time are they getting now?
I don't know, cause I haven't been taking anything to Tri-County. So I don't know, and then Tri-County wasn't I have to go rebid it. So I'll probably call the next couple of weeks, have it rebid, so that actually would pay for this.
Might do it before it gets too wintry.
Yeah. So. But anyways, that was one of my things on the list to do this week, was to call and get quotes on the steel crushing, and then I'll use that money to pay for that, so at least that won't be, anything out of my budget. So,
I saw some asphalt patches come through on the claims. Was that different than what we had done?
there was some that were missed because the the recycle cans were sitting on the pavement, we never
Oh.
blacktop, and we couldn't see it. There's huge divots where in there, and then there was one pothole, I don't even know how we missed it. Everybody missed it. Kurt says, oh, it's been there for a year, the little pothole about that big around, dead center of the parking lot,
Really?
right down where the water all runs, and I said, well, if I let that go, it's gonna be gone.
Yeah.
Be a lake.
Yeah, well, it just busted all up, and we had winter. So we had to get that, I had to get that one done, and then fix those other couple patches that were where the recycle bins were sitting.
Cause they seal those up after they put it down, or
I sealed them up,
you seal them up? Okay.
because that wasn't in their quote, so I just went and bought a 5-gallon bucket of sealer, and we have it,
So
so
hold it on there, huh?
I might Now, and every once in a while, what we might do is instead, that we can keep up with it, is buy the sealer buckets, only like, I think are $25 for a bucket of sealer.
Do a
And
section at a time.
just do a section at a time every couple of years or every year. And Montana City will just do an area just to keep it,
Keep it fresh, huh?
yeah,
Good.
up on it.
Save us some dough there. Not that it
Yeah.
was all that expensive, but
Well, no, but it was.
$3,000 or something.
Yeah, but it would keep us from getting potholes and having the other problems,
That's for sure.
so. Cause we had a couple potholes for 'em. That's all I got,
Have you looked at the price on a hook truck? What are we looking?
$275,
$275 for a brand new one.
yeah, and that's about all they get out there, brand new ones. So I think that's what we're gonna stuck with.
What
And we-
brand?
Pretty much probably Kenworth. And we got Sourcewell to go through, so that will make it helpful. Cause after talking to her this morning, it's pretty much, like I said, it's nationwide, the whole United States.
Right.
And then they got, pricing, the best pricing they could get for the whole United States, like from Bosch or Kenworth or whatever. And then anybody who's on the account for Sourcewell gets to use that. So then we don't have to deal with all the RFPs and bidding process. And they also do it for buildings too.
Right. That'll be your next thing, huh?
We'll take steps.
So baby steps?
We'll get to that point. I think I'll worry about that maybe in the late winter, spring.
Yeah, that's the best time to bid that stuff out is in the middle of the winter.
Yeah, and see how we're sitting in the budget wise and kind of let some things roll through and make sure that Republic does what they're gonna say they do, because I don't want to get caught with the problem.
Mhm.
I'd rather, so if they do raise it, then I'll use that money to use for, instead of that.
Building,
To
yeah.
pay for the, increase in any kind of solid waste fees and do on tipping fees, and so we don't have to raise our rates again. I don't really wanna go through that again either.
Yeah,
while.
not that soon, huh?
No, maybe 5 years, 10 years or whatever.
Did you talk to the shop guys and ask them what they would prefer to work on, or if it matters, or have you run that by them?
They don't, that doesn't matter to them.
They don't care.
No.
They'll figure it out.
Yeah. But. I just want a truck that works for us, but something that is dependable.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I figured. If you could get the shop guys to weigh in on a little bit, you might get a,
And they work on Freightliner a lot. Or Kenworth, I mean. So, Freightliner.
good. Yeah, that'll be nice to have a new truck.
Yeah, well. Anyway, that's all I got.
Ron, do you have anything else?
I do not.
I don't think.
Running good, Mike. Thank you for all your hard work. Appreciate it.
Trying.
Doing great.
Yeah. Trying to keep up with it. Really kind of busy lately.
All right, we'll be adjourned. I'll shut this off.